The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. And that'll carry over. Over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? Let's get it.
We don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Pick the edge. Pick the edge.
Express. Mike, what is it?
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Gun, gun, gun. Gun, gun, gun.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost two there, and it's third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Now it's Newton. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. DJ Moore, 79 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Trey Boston up to make the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott to throw it. Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
On second down, Elliott. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Prescott from the gun. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Brian Burns just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Elliott. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of...
And he's into the clear. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Here we go. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. We're going to 53. No, 26.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Go to 54. Check line 54. Line 54. 26.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, Charles, 18 of the 32 teams have now played 8 games, half their season. The other 14 will reach the midway point next week, so we'll save the midseason grades and awards until then. But
Thank you. I like that.
Yeah, we'll wait on that. But let's look at a few underperforming teams thus far that have played 8 games, and you tell me what you think their final record's going to be. Now, let's start with the Chargers at 3-5.
Big win in Chicago on Sunday. I like them to go 5-3 down the stretch, and that gives them 8 wins. Actually, have them go 6-2. I think they're going to go 9-7.
Ooh, right there on the edge of the playoffs. Okay, let's stay in the AFC West. How about the Broncos at 2-6 right now?
I just don't see that offense improving. I think that they win 2 more games and go 4-12.
Okay. And Giants, 2-6. They're underperforming.
Yeah, but their schedule really lightens up on the back end. They're playing hard. I'm going to give them 6 wins, 6-10.
Lastly, and I might duck under the table when you answer this one, the Falcons at 1-7.
That's a tough one because
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bruce Irvin, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
27. 26.
To try again after the sack. Prescott, that's complete to Cobb. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. On third down, Elliott. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Now Prescott on fourth down. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 46 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. 48 for Mike.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Newton, meanwhile, here connecting with McCaffrey. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Newton now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Defensive end, DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Great.
48 for Mike. 48.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton. And that is incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And this one is right down the middle. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Well, indeed, try to run it out as they start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw is Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Boys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis? And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Check, 48's the mic. It's been a long day for you.
Gun. Hey!
Watch it. Ball shot.
Newton on 1st down. His throw caught right around the 6. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Mike, 48. Tackles. 48 to Mike. Let's go. 48 Mike.
Out of the gun, Newton. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Olsen. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15. The fullback comes through with a big play there. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Marr able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
I'm
doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
Caught by Cobb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Kill. Here we go, 46.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Hey, kill. 47.
On second and 11 now. Prescott, he goes full extension, and he's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 40. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Partner, earlier I asked you about some teams that were underperforming so far. Well, right now let's play a game arrow up, arrow down. I'll give you teams that are kind of in the middle of the pack. You tell me if they're going to go up or down second half of the season. Let's start with the Raiders at 3 and 4.
Arrow up. I think they're going to beat the teams they're supposed to beat, and they will beat someone good down the stretch.
Okay. Now, Jacksonville, they're 500 right now, 4 and 4.
Yeah, but their division is conducive to their arrow going up. Gardner Minshew punt.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Check. Watch the before.
We own this. Kill. Here we go, 46.
On second and a yard. Prescott forced out to his left. And an alley to run. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
47.
Right there. 54, right there.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go, honey.
Kill.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive, there he hits the reliable target. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb there to make the grab. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a two-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Let's go.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the drive starts with a completion, left side. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
49, check.
So we're going to 53. 26.
Here's Elliott. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his...
Yeah. Wind up and up this match. you loud in my face. People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me Run up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. 8-3. Go.
I got you, boy.
Speed trip.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a... gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 24-yard line.
Go get him.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Express!
Go, tackle, let's go, we got this.
20. 8.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up. He's checking.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And this is caught. He hits more. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort, but on fourth down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort, picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
Hey.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown, Carolina! DJ Moore, 47 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Pardon, I think we can all agree that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on fourth down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they've made it pay off.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. This is Elliott. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He's brought down to Jack Thompson.
Here we go, 46.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns gets to him for a gigantic loss of 19 yards. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Returnable here from the 38. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
That's it. 180.
Check. 48. Come on. Watch the run.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
37-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's our time. It's our time.
Let's rock now.
Check.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So don't say no. Check.
2nd and 5 now. Newton steps away to his left. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Now on 2nd and 13, Prescott. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there that sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Check.
We're going to 54. Right in. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
47.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Gun. Hey!
Check 3.
Hey, class!
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. Got his target, Samuel. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Newton now 4 or 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Buying time to his left. Now he'll turn and throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there for Carolina. 59 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
The 13-yard line.
Mike, what's that? Gun. Look at it. 20.
48 to Mike. 22, Jet, cover. 22.
Now Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Jarius Wright as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. The extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Check. Watch 54.
On 1st down, it's Elliott. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 44, Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Marr is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Prescott connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Check. Watch 54. Time to go. Night. Watch
Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. 126.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Squeeze, double.
They go to Elliott again. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Now Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are back within a single score. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across it. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Check 24, check 24. Kill. Check it backer. Check 43.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Back to throw, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught at the 10. That goes for a gain of 31. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
Here's McCaffrey. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
48 months. Set the tone, defense.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Hey, kill. Lucky.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Elliott. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Prescott to throw it. Being chased out left. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Well, they imposed their will on that last drive. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like it.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup. 63 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Cowboys 16.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
On second down, McCaffrey. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and pick it up in McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Take 4. Take 4. 8. 8.
This is McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
4 down. Check. 4 down. 4 down. Watch the safety creep. 8. Pick the edge. Come. Jim. Express.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by James Bradbury. Cooper was the intended target.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Switch. 8. Express. Gun. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on him.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Gun.
Throwing here, Newton. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Check. Watch 54. Watch.
Great.
What we got? Rush in.
Gun. Hey! Right there. Express!
Throwing again. Newton. He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for DJ Moore. Byron Jones on the coverage.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Not today, you are. Not today.
8.
Take equipment. Safety.
Express! 20.
Newton throwing again. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for DJ Moore. It's 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Mark 55. 55. I got it. Check 52.
They snap it to Newton. Trying for Wright, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL at EASports.com. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.